All right, so one thing that we hear all the time from almost everybody is that healing is your number one priority. Matter of fact, I say that all day, every day. Your number one priority is healing. But not very many people, if any at all, really talk about exactly how. Okay? So, most of us kind of resign to the idea that healing is something that just happens to you, or there's this little magical switch you can flip and, oh, I'm healed, No, not quite. So it's very important to understand that there is nothing arbitrary or accidental about the experiences that we have, period. And even people who really begin to accept this, they still struggle with, yeah, but how do I figure out what the meaning behind this experience was? This failed relationship, or this falling out I had with a family member, or something like that, okay? I've come up with 3 steps to emotional, spiritual, and psychological healing, okay, that actually closes out a karmic cycle and allows you to really rise above and beyond just the simple trauma of the experience or the person that you were before it happened, okay? Step number 1. This is the one that nobody wants to hear, dude. Step number 1. What did I learn? None of us want to hear that, man, but if you can manage to swallow that pill, then you're well on your way, okay? And when I say what did I learn, I don't just mean what did you learn from the outside world, okay? I mean, what did I learn about me? When we're asked what did you learn, we always want to point the finger. I learned this about these people. I learned that about those kinds of people. And I learned this about you. And that's fine, but that's actually only about 25% of the whole learning experience. And I'm being generous on that, okay? What did I learn about me? What did I learn about me? Again, very difficult pill to swallow, but that's the first step, probably one of the biggest steps of the whole process, okay? Step number 2, I need to apply what I learned to my life. See, when I learned something about me, that's all cute and good and well, but now I actually have to take what I learned about myself and apply it, okay? Because the goal is to bring forth a higher vibrational, more evolved version of myself. Because, I mean, if I say, oh, yes, I learned this about me, that's cute, but if I don't do anything about it, that knowledge is useless. It's meaningless. See what I'm saying? So, step number 1, what did I learn? Step number 2, I need to begin applying what I learned to my life. Make the changes that need to be made, whatever the case may be. Now, step number 3. After I figured out what I learned and I actually began applying it to my life, if you work it, it only works if you work it. But if you work it and you're dedicated to applying these changes to your life, it will begin to produce positive results in your life. It will, okay? It's no question. You have to be dedicated. You're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone and begin forming new habits and breaking old habits. And, it's not always a fun, comfortable process. But if you dedicate yourself to it, it will produce positive results. Step number 3. Now, I look back at that experience, whatever it was that happened, and I'm not only healed from it, but I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful that it happened. That is when the cycle begins to close. By default, you release it and let go. You can't fit that and a grudge in the same box. It doesn't really work. It doesn't really work, man. It doesn't. It would take more effort to still hang on to a grudge than it would to just let it go. And now I can see with complete and utter clarity that every single person that has ever or will ever make their way into my life and play any sort of role whatsoever, the good, the bad, and the ugly, are actually very near and dear soul mates. Makes perfect sense now. Makes perfect sense. So now not only am I healed, but I'm evolved. That's what healing really is. It's an energy transmutation process that requires conscious work and effort. Okay, because like I said, there's no accident behind the things that we experience. You don't just get hurt and then wake up one day and it doesn't hurt anymore and everything goes back to the way that it was. Oh no, absolutely not. You'll see. It's pretty cool. It only works if you work it. Have a good day.